Something I never seem to be able to get enough of is creepy clowns. I don't think, I mean, some people obviously get enough of them, but I can't. And
Good.
that is all what Dropsy is about. It's about a creepy clown that he's got sort of a bad rep, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're not fair to him a little bit. He just wants to do good. He wants to hug people.
Who can blame him? But can you tell us a little bit about what this game is about and what kind of game it is?
Okay, so it's a point-and-click adventure. And about 5 years before the game starts, there's like this horrific circus fire, and a few people die in it. And so Dropsy gets a little bit of a bad reputation in the neighborhood. People suspect he caused it, and it's because like his face is unfortunately kind of weird looking, and he's a clown. Like no one likes clowns, or not today anyway. But so basically in the game, as you begin to explore, you just want to hug people, man. Like you don't have any ill intent, but you learn that there's a little more to the fire than it just being an accident, and the story unfolds into like this pretty big, almost bordering on science fiction like story. So yeah.
Kind of interesting approach you got. You got the open world where you explore and you solve these puzzles. And it's got a day-night cycle. Then you got this sort of the dream sequences that perhaps tell players a little bit more about sort of the background story and about, you know, things in the past.
Right. Yeah, so there's a whole dream world. It's another sort of open world area that you can go to at night, and that serves two purposes. Some puzzles you can only complete like in the day or night. So if you want to go to bed, you can say sleep until morning or sleep until the night, and then you'll go into the dream world. And you're only allowed to stay there for like a couple minutes at a time until like this mouth like swallows you up and makes you wake up again, you know. So, but it is just a way to tell people like what Dropsy's afraid of, his childhood, you know, other things that because there's no text in the game, we can give some exposition, you know, about his history. So,
I gotta say, I love this art style of this game. It's sort of a really. Sort of exaggerated pixel style, if you will. Yeah. That's sort of yes, very loving tribute to pixels, I would say.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort into it. Like, I don't know. That's like all I do all day long now is that. And I gotta say, I like doing music better, but it's so rewarding to come somewhere like here and just see people enjoy it. It makes it worth it. So even though it's really time consuming and I should probably exercise more and not sit in that chair all day, I'm cool with it, yeah.
But it's not just the visual, the animations, they're very sort of particular and nice, right. And it's sort of simple means, if you will, but they sort of express a lot.
Yeah, and that's we really need to do that with no text too. Like let people know exactly what emotions are like coming out of the characters and what they're trying to tell you. We had an animator named Acacia, and she did a lot of the wireframing and movement and stuff, and then I went and detailed it. And she's a professional, and so it really shows in his walk cycle how he bounces and stuff. So you can tell when I've done animations in this game, and they're not near as awesome as hers, so, but it works.
You mentioned there also that's another sort of significant thing, that you're doing this game without any language. You're giving well, I mean, some of it's sort of self-explanatory, but otherwise you're getting images that sort of tell you what to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we really wanted to make the game have like zero text in it, because I was just thinking, like, my girlfriend is German, and when I went over there, it surprised me how few games that I really like have dubbing or have German language support. And I imagine, and German's a common language, so if that's not supported, then there's like got to be tons of other languages, and people just can't enjoy games because of that barrier. So I wanted to make it really universal, like anyone, anywhere could get a whole story out of this without having to read anything, and kids could play it too. I mean, might be a little creeped out by it, but kids could play it and be able to understand it. So
So what's the roadmap ahead and where are you at with the game right now?
It's a hard to call where we're at. I would say we're over halfway done, maybe 60% done content-wise. Almost all of the art is done. All the backgrounds are done. Except for the dream world, that I haven't even started on that. That's most of the 40%. But I would say hopefully around July we'll be ready to come out with it. So that's my guess right now. Don't hold me to that, but yeah.
We won't. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Drop.